All right, hi everyone. Welcome to our trading forecast video for the week of 4th May to 8th of May 2020. So my name is Dylan, and over here with me is JJ. So without further ado, let's kick off with the first one, which is the dollar index. All right, so this is the dollar index, and let's take a look at the day one chart. So if we look at the day one chart, I hope you guys still remember there was actually a very long riding channel, okay? And as of now, you can see that the price is pulling back from the top of it and going downwards. And right now, it has actually broke below the center of this riding channel. So there's a possibility it might continue to go down towards this zone right at the bottom of the channel, okay? Now let's take a look at the 4-hourly charts. So in the 4-hourly charts, we do realize that the major trend itself is definitely still going up, okay? And there's a very strong pullback, the first wave of retracement, okay, which also forms a minor downtrend in this case. So if we are looking at this downtrend, right, then we can see the price has been ranging extensively, and most likely after this first wave of retracement, there could be another wave coming down. So this could be the wave that's forming right now, okay? And we can see that this is the range itself, okay, from 100.8 or rather 100.9, okay, to somewhere 98.2. So two things can happen, okay? If let's say the price continues to fall, okay, falls deeper into the zone itself right here, then I think we have a chance, okay, to look for opportunity to buy again, okay, but only after the first wave come out and break above, and probably break above this the top of this falling channel, okay, that we can see right here, okay. If it breaks above, then we'll try to look for retracement, okay, before we consider to buy again towards the top of the range, okay. But however, I would say that towards this price will be very good, because right here is also a very important supply zone, okay. As you can see that previously this is the this is a structure, and this is where it got broke below. So this is about 100.2 to 100.4. But however, if let's say the price is able to continue to fall further, okay, and breaks below, then we could consider to wait for the pullback and to sell. That was my initial intention. Initially, I wanted to say this, but after looking at it again, we do realize that it's already very near the bottom of this entire riding channel. So I'd rather be waiting for the range to complete right here and comes up with a much stronger riding trend. Okay, hopefully after it break away from this falling structure, then we wait for a pullback before we look to buy. Which means to say that in the intraday itself, you can try to look for small pullback and sell. But if not, it will be better to wait for the price to go lower and try to look for opportunity to buy the dollar index instead. All right, so that is for the dollar index. And next, we will definitely look at the euro against US dollar. All right, so euro dollar, as most of you know, is very closely related to the dollar index. So it also has a falling channel. All right, so it also has a falling channel. And right now, the price is moving closer to the top of the channel. And you can see that previously, this is a downtrend. Okay, this is the first way that it retraces. Okay, after it starts to range in this manner. And right now, it's climbing upwards again. And in fact, if you look at the 4-hourly charts, you can see that the price is actually still trading within a symmetrical triangle. So right now it's at the top of the structure itself. So in this case, right, we do see that there's quite a strong pullback right here, leaving a inverted hammer with a long upper shadow. So this week itself, the price might start to fall. So if you really fall, Okay, then we wait for some pullback first before we continue to sell. Now, however, if let's say that the price were to break higher, okay, straight away it's going to enter into a very strong supply zone, which I believe is somewhere right here, because this is where it previously broke below this level. Okay, this entire rising channel. So there's a very strong supply zone right here. Okay, between the price of 1.1020 to about 1.1094. So the best course of action is to wait for an opportunity to sell. So we want to wait for a confirmation that the price will reverse and start to fall. So either wait for it to reverse as of the current price, or wait for it to go up, and as it reverse, okay, and probably break below the we could probably look at 1 hourly chart. Okay, possibly right here is forming an uptrend as well. So hopefully it can break below this trend line, pulls back, then we want to sell again. Okay, so that is the whole idea for the euro dollar. Right, so before I go on to other currencies, let's have JJ to share with us what is his trading plan for this week.
For me this week, my focus will be on the dollar CAD. As we can see, the past few weeks, dollar CAD has been extremely bullish. This is due to COVID-19 and also the oil price wars. But currently, oil prices are more stable compared to the previous few weeks, so there shouldn't be any more major bullish trends like this. And also, looking at the price now, it's really very far from the 200 moving average. So I'm expecting a pullback soon. So if we look at the daily chart, we can see that there is a consolidation pattern forming here. And price is reaching the top of the consolidating triangle. So this price right here might actually be a good price to sell if it gets resisted. But also seeing how bullish dollar CAD was at closing, which is on Friday, price may actually break above this pattern, but the next supply zone would be here. So if price breaks past this level, the next better level to sell dollar CAD at would be at this level here. And before confirming any bearish trend on the dollar CAD, I think it's good that to wait for price to break past this level. If price manages to break past this level, I think it'll be a confirmation that dollar CAD has turned bearish, with this area being the next support. So if price does break past this level and you manage to get a short position here, these two areas would be good take profit levels. And yeah, that will be my analysis for this week.
Okay, thank you, JJ. All right, so it's a very good analysis right here. In fact, for dollar CAD, we can actually see that the high is getting lower. It has an equal low at the bottom as well. So in my opinion, right now it's actually forming something like a descending triangle after a strong bearish wave that comes from the top. So it's definitely a good time to wait for the price to retrace a little bit higher and to look for opportunity to sell the dollar CAD again. All right, so I'll be sharing my screen again. All right, so the next one I'm going to share is the gold. All right, so for the gold, right, let's first look at the day charts. Now again, just like euro dollar or the dollar index, the gold is also rising on the channel. Okay, from this low to the top. All right, something like this. Okay, so there's a few fake breaks at the top of it and at the bottom, but nevertheless, okay, it is definitely connecting the rest of the highs and the lows pretty well. And right now we are seeing that the gold price has reached the top, and right here is forming some sort of a double top as well. All right, so and before that, we've seen that the gold actually plunged a lot, okay, because the U.S. market, the stock market crashed, and investor businesses need more liquidity. They need more cash, which is why there's a possibility why a lot of people sell gold for cash. But after which, there's a lot of measures by governments, central banks to support businesses, to print more money, stuff like that. So people stop selling the gold, and the gold start to recover as a risk haven, as a safe haven asset. So, but however, the recovery has been very extensive, and we can see very obvious exhaustion right here. So there's a possibility that for the next few weeks, the gold may continue to trade lower. So let's take a look at the 4-hourly charts. Now, if we look at the 4-hourly charts, previously there's actually a rising wedge. Okay, and this rising wedge has been broken below, and after which, if we were to plot a trend line from here, okay, all the way connecting the lows right here, it has been broken last week as well. So that gives us more confidence that the gold has started to turn bearish. It may continue to fall lower, right, towards the bottom of this entire rising channel. Okay, so looking at the bottom itself, definitely I think this is a price that we have to watch out for. Okay, 1,635. Okay, all the way to this level right here where it started to bounce higher, 1,645. Okay, and this current range right here, okay, we can see that the price is currently trading somewhere in the middle of the range, and there's some sort of resistance right here. And we can also draw a falling trend line here, okay, as a resistance, okay, for us to short the gold again. So if you look at the 1-hourly chart, right, we can see that previously this is a downward trend, okay, price retrace once, retrace twice, okay, forming a retracement channel right here. Okay, it break below, so coming back to this level, and we can see that there's a supply zone right here as well. So in fact, okay, right now it's already a pretty good price to sell again, but probably price will come down a little bit first, retest before it really started to fall. Okay, so this is the first scenario, and if it falls right, then definitely watch out for the range bottom right here. Okay, within this zone, from somewhere at 1,672 to 1,664. Only if it breaks lower, then we will aim for the bottom of this rising channel, right? Somewhere at 1,646 to 1,636. But if let's say that the price were to break higher, all right, let's say the price were to break higher, then of course the next level we want to sell is somewhere from here. Okay, from the previous high right here, okay, all the way to this level. This will be the next supply zone to sell. So there will be 1,722 to 1,728. The downside will be pretty much the same as in for the targets. Okay, so that is pretty much about gold for this week. And last but not least, we have the Dow Jones. Okay, so for the Dow Jones, as we know, after the crash itself, the price has already recovered extensively. So in the month chart, okay, you can see a very strong downward trend. It pulls back and continues to recover. And right now, if we were to pull out a Fibonacci retracement, okay, it's already very near the 61.8%. Right, so let's take a look at the day chart. All right, so in the day chart itself, if this is the trend that we are focusing on, right, then what happened recently, which is the recovery, is actually the pullback, okay, of the previous downtrend. All right, so there's one wave, there's two waves, and it seems that as of now, okay, if we were to plot trend lines, okay, firstly, it has actually broke below the bottom of a rising wedge right here, okay, and after which it has gone to break this rising trend line as well. Last week actually came down, it reversed at the top right here and started to fall. So if we look at the 4-hourly charts, right, so if we look at the 4-hourly charts, we can see that the price has dropped extensively, but however, we have not seen any very strong bearish candle throughout this entire series of bearish candle. So therefore, it's a possibility that after this retracement, the entire recovery has completed. The Dow Jones might be going into a ranging mode. Okay, so this entire movement right here could continue to develop into a ranging market. So for Dow Jones, right, as long as it doesn't break above, let's see, right, as long as it doesn't break above this level at 25,500, okay, all the way to 27,000, okay, as long as able to maintain below this level, okay, I will always be looking to buy. In fact, this is the 200 moving average. As long as it's still staying below the 200 moving average, we will continue to look for opportunity to sell. So right now we have we can see that the rising structure, the bullish structure has been broken. Is going into a ranging market. So we will want to wait for the price to pull back higher first before we look for opportunity to sell again. So first scenario is that price may find some support right here at the bottom. Okay, there's some demand right here. So if price were to pull back, okay, you want to be patient about it. Okay, maybe pull back twice, okay, before we actually look for opportunity to sell again. So we can go to the 1-hourly chart as well. Okay, in the 1-hourly chart, I think this was a rising channel previously. Okay, the price broke below. So this zone itself will be good for us to go for the sell. And that would be somewhere about 24,400 to 24,600. So this is where I'm looking to sell the Dow Jones. All right, so that is for the Dow Jones. And with that, I have completed sharing all of the currency pairs right here. So JJ, do you still have anything else you want to share?
No, that's all from me as well.
Okay, all right. So thank you guys for watching our weekly trading forecast, and we'll see you again the next week. Thank you.